All right, so I guess we'll begin now. Hello. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jamie, and I'm excited to share with you what the University of Calgary is all about. My coworker Sebastian is joining me, and he is answering any questions you may have in the chat. So we are both student recruiter advisors with the University of Calgary, and we help prospective students feel confident and well informed on everything the university has to offer, as well as the requirements to be considered eligible for admissions into your desired programs. So the University of Calgary, we like to begin with a land acknowledgement. So the University of Calgary is located in the heart of southern Alberta, and we acknowledge and pay tribute to the traditional territories of the peoples of Treaty 7, which include the Blackfoot Confederacy, which is comprised of the Siksika, Piikani, and the Kiani First Nations, the Tsuut'ina First Nation, the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chini, Bearspaw, Goodstoney First Nations. The city of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta in Districts 5 and 6. So starting off with a broad scope, we like to talk about the province of Alberta first, and Alberta as a whole offers incredible opportunities for exploration and adventure that go beyond the classroom. So this slide captures just a few of the province's highlights. We also offer a strong economy and a unique blend of career possibilities. On top of everything, Alberta also has a 0% sales tax, meaning your money goes further here. For example, if you're in British Columbia and you're looking at buying the new Nintendo Switch, it would cost you about $784 in BC, while it would cost you about $735 in Alberta. So Calgary itself is more than just the home of the University of Calgary. It's a city full of fun experiences. So in this slide, you'll see the stunning Calgary skyline. You'll also see a few highlights of what student life can look like beyond campus. For example, we have the Calgary Central Library with its award-winning architecture. It's a great place to study, read, and just get inspired. For a bit of fun and adrenaline, you can hit the track for some go-karting. There is also an amusement park called Callaway Park just outside of the city. And of course, the Peace Bridge and the Bow River offer beautiful spots for kayaking, walking, paddleboarding, and just enjoying the outdoors. We also have an outdoor center at the university, which offers discounts for students' equipment with a discount. And so whether you're into culture, adventure, or relaxation, Calgary has something for everyone. So this slide highlights some of what makes the Blue Sky City stand out. With 1.6 million people, Calgary is vibrant and diverse. We have over 165 languages spoken, reflecting its rich multicultural community. We have multiple cultural festivals that happen every year. We are also home to the famous Calgary Stampede, which is a 10-day music, food, and cultural festival. You can enjoy carnival rides, rodeo events, and chuck wagon races. Calgary is also Canada's major sunniest city. On average, we have about 333 days of sunshine per year. We also offer the second lowest cost of living in Calgary, in Canada. And Calgary also offers the #1 highest personal income per capita of Canada's major cities. So what this means is that statistically, on average, a resident in Calgary might earn more than a resident in Toronto, Vancouver, or even Montreal. So this slide gives you an overview of what our campus looks like, where buildings are. The University of Calgary, it spans about 200 hectares, which is about twice the size of Vancouver's Stanley Park. While it looks huge, it is very walkable. There is also an LRT station on campus that connects you to downtown and beyond, so it's perfect for commuting or exploring the city. We also have underground pathways that connect you with most of the buildings, which will help keep you warm in their winter. The campus is built to support your success, so we have high-tech classrooms, collaborative lounges, and it's designed to help you learn, connect, and thrive. Here are some statistics about the University of Calgary. So we are a young university. We were founded in 1966, and we have helped over 90 startups launch. Our goal is to become Canada's top entrepreneurial university. Again, we have collaborative spaces for students to come together to create and launch something innovative. Beyond entrepreneurship, we have numerous research opportunities for you to get involved in your community and change the way the world operates. The University of Calgary offers a wide range of exciting experiences to students outside of academics. For instance, we have free student tickets to most dance, drama, and music performances put on the School of Creative and Performing Arts. We have an experience catalog, which is a centralized online hub for students that allows them to find experiential learning opportunities, events, skills clinics to develop skills, and more. We also have an Olympic Oval, which was built for the 1988 Winter Olympics. It's a world-class speed skating and high-performance sports facility where 26 previous Olympic medalists have skated on. And it's also a training facility for our Dinos athletes and other non-varsity high-performance sports. Student clubs are a great way to meet other people who share similar interests as you. At the University of Calgary, we have over 400 clubs to choose from. This slide highlights just a few of the fun social clubs that we have available. And if you can't find a club that you're interested in, you are more than welcome to create. One of the many encouraging services the University of Calgary offers is the Hunter Hub for Entrepreneurial Thinking. So it's a dynamic community center that's dedicated to motivating students to become a catalyst of innovative change. Launchpad is a 6-month program where students build entrepreneurial thinking skills by participating in workshops, skills clinics, and a final pitch competition. The business playbook gives students the confidence to launch a traditional business. We also have 2 makerspaces. One belongs to the Schulich School of Engineering, and the other is located in the Taylor Family Digital Library and is called Lab Next. And Lab Next offers students access to services like 3D printing machines, vinyl Cricut machines, sewing and embroidery machines, and more. And this is all for free. It is included in your general fees, which I'll go over in a further slide. Included with your general fees is access to our active living membership. So this gives you access to our fitness center, which includes a running track, weight machines, free weights, cardio equipment. You'll also have access to a racket center and our aquatic center, our climbing wall, and our Olympic Oval at no additional cost. If you love water, our aquatic center offers a huge pool to swim in. Adult swim classes are available, and you also have the opportunity to take part in first aid and CPR certifications. We do offer personal training classes, however, they are available at a discounted rate. The Calgary Dinos represents our university in a wide range of sports. Our varsity teams compete against other universities to land in the top U Sports national championships. Club sports are student organized and a great way to stay active and meet other students. We also have recreational sports clubs where students train and receive professional instruction like fencing, jiu-jitsu, karate, and others. And if you are one of the athletes looking to try out for one of our varsity teams, you must connect with one of our head coaches, and then you can always connect with us later on, and then we can provide you with their contact information. Our students get access to many next level equipment to help with their research projects. So this slide highlights some of the academic experiences that are available to you as a student. For instance, we have the Pure Awards, which offer up to $7,500 for undergraduate research, where students get the opportunity to learn how research projects are conducted, and they can also work with a faculty member to actually conduct their own research. We also have the Human Performance Lab, which is known for its cutting-edge sports science research. One of our professors are looking at like helmet fit to prevent concussions in young athletes. Residence is your opportunity to live on campus and get more of the university experience. The furthest you'll walk is 1 minute to get inside. We offer guaranteed spots for first year students if you apply by May 1st. And it is important to note that as first years, you are required to purchase a meal plan from us. There are a lot of different meal opportunities like halal, vegetarian, and gluten-free options. Oh, and if any of you have any questions, by the way, feel free to pop into the chat at any time. Sebastian is there to help you. And we will also leave time for the Q&A after the presentation is over as well. So the University of Calgary also has a ton of resources that support and encourage our students in many aspects of their journey. Here are some of the slides that are available to you. We have the Center for Career and Personal Development, which is a great place to redo your resume, get your job interviewing skills up to par, improve your job searching skills, and build a good cover letter. We also have our student accessibility services, which provides accessibility support to students with medical conditions, disabilities, and even broken limbs. So we provide accommodations such as extra exam time and navigating access to funding. If any of you currently have a documented medical condition or disability with your high school, it is important to know that it's not going to automatically transfer over. We do recommend you reaching out to student accessibility services, preferably in like July or August, to try and get those accommodations sorted for you before you start in the fall. So the University of Calgary offers 10 exciting direct entry undergraduate facilities. So each offers a unique blend of cutting edge research, innovative learning opportunities, and real world impact. Our Faculty of Nursing is where you want to go for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. We offer a 13,000 square foot simulation lab that's like realistic enough to be used in movie sets and on TV sets. We also have the Schulich School of Engineering, which offers 11 majors, 14 different minors. This program is a little unique in that all first year students, they're going to start in the same taking the same 10 Common Core courses. And then once those 10 Common Core courses are completed, they're going to be guaranteed a space in their chosen specialty from year two. We are also offering a Bachelor of Social Work for 4 years now, and that's going to be in the Faculty of Social Work. The university offers 250 plus undergraduate programs. So depending on your interests, career goals, personal life goals, we have something for everyone. So a bachelor's degree is a degree that typically takes about 4 years to complete. A combined degree is where students take courses that lead to 2 degrees in 5 years. And a major is going to be your main area of focus during your degree. A double major is where you choose to concentrate on 2 subjects. A minor is an optional secondary area of focus, and an embedded certificate is also another credential to add to your degree. Another way to customize your experience at the university is by taking advantage of exploring your world, broadening your mind with global learning. So while earning credits towards your degree is a big factor, you also get the opportunity to immerse yourself in a new culture, develop a global perspective, and grow. So we have about 200 partner universities that allow you to study, live, and experience new cultures. And if you're interested in the Haskayne School of Business, you may be eligible for the opportunity to embrace your own sweet life by studying a semester at sea and visiting 14 different countries. As part of your degree, you'll also have numerous work integrated learning opportunities, both paid and or unpaid. This gives you hands-on experience that helps you stand out when it's time to compete in the job market. Co-ops and internships are paid. However, with practicums and research, because they are required for your degree, you may or may not get paid. It is a conversation to have with your faculty. Obviously, we want you to get paid for them. So, as for the application process itself, there's going to be about 3 steps. So first, you're going to choose 2 programs. The first program is going to be your dream program, the one that you really want to get into. The second one is a little bit of a safety net to help you get into the university. So if you've studied in Alberta, BC, Saskatchewan, or the Yukon, you're going to apply through Apply Alberta. And if you've studied elsewhere in Canada, you're going to apply on our website. And the second step is going to be to pay the application fee. If you are a Canadian resident, permanent resident, or in Canada as a refugee, the fee is going to be $125. If you have international credential, the fee is going to be $145. And then the third step is to submit your documents to us via your student center. And so that is going to be due by March 15th. And then this will also include any supplemental applications as well. So here is a quick overview of the application process for the University of Calgary. First, you're going to want to research different programs and the program requirements. As well, we are here to help, so please feel free to reach out if you have any questions on the admission requirements. Applications start October 1st for fall 2026, so they are open right now. Again, the application fee is going to be $125 for Canadian permanent residents or refugees in Canada, and then $145 for applicants with international credentials. You're going to upload your documents to the Student Center by March 15th. And then you're going to apply for any awards. The Prestige Awards are going to be due December 1st applications, and high school scholarships and awards are going to be due by March 1st. I will go over these categories at a future slide. And please consistently check your student center for updates and changes in status. Again, if you want to live on residence, applications are due May 1st to guarantee a spot. And if you receive an offer, congratulations. You have until May 1st to accept the offer and pay the admissions deposit. So this slide provides a breakdown of our tuition and fees. Tuition does range depending on what faculty you're in and how many courses per semester you take. My best advice is to check out our undergraduate student cost estimator. to get an accurate representation with costs. So if you have your cell phone on you, you can scan the QR code, or later you can head to our website. Again, living included with your general fees is the active living membership. You also get a U Pass, free Calgary public transportation. Also included are our health and dental plans and more. And there are numerous financial advisors to reach out to about budgeting and financial resources. And if you are looking at student loans to help finance your education, they have to be applied for from your home province. So we offer numerous awards, scholarships, and bursaries to our students. 35% of students entering university received a scholarship, a bursary, or an award last year, and we've paid over $22 million to students last year. So awards are based on academic achievement, like having the highest GPA for the semester. Scholarships are based on merit, like having an outstanding science fair project. Bursaries are based on financial need to help students who might not be able to afford education. So we have three types of award categories at the University of Calgary. So automatic awards, you don't need an application. There's no time commitment. You do have the opportunity to win $5,000. We also have high school entrance awards. They are quick to apply for. The values range from $500 to $26,000. And you can apply for all of these at once. Yes, the application does take about 15 minutes, but it is just a bunch of check yes or no questions. Our prestige awards, yes, they do take a few hours to apply for because there are a few essay questions. But if you're one of the lucky winners who can win up to $25,000 per year, the time spent is well worth it. Now, you don't have to wait until you receive an offer of admission in order to apply for these awards. You can start applying for these awards as soon as you apply for your programs and pay the application fee. All right, so if anyone wants to come to our open house, we are having our open house on Saturday, October 25th. So come, feel free to tour campus, connect with us, tour residents, tour the nursing simulation lab. We would love to chat with you. So ending off the presentation, this slide highlights the dedicated recruiters available to help support you. We are here to help you understand the admissions process, application requirements, and much more. So please reach out. We would love to hear from you, and we are looking forward to seeing you soon. And if you are needing any additional support, we have additional recruiters available to you as well. So if you were an Indigenous student, we have Hallie and Alicia. And if you have any previous post-secondary experience, Chris would be the one to reach out to. Well, thank you for your time and attention. It's really appreciated. If you have any questions about programs, admissions, student life, or anything else at UCalgary, now is the time to ask. Again, we are here to help you feel confident and informed as you start planning your next steps. Just gonna wait a little bit longer if anyone has any questions. There we go. All right, so we have a question from Cal. If someone is interested in architecture, what pathway would you recommend? So if you are interested in becoming an architect, you do need a master's of architecture degree. However, we do offer a Bachelor of Design and City Innovation, which is a 4-year degree in the School of Architecture. So that will be a great path for you. So if you want to know what the admission requirements are, just please feel free to reach out. All right, I have another question for an anonymous member. So, what might be some of the most competitive programs, majors at the University of Calgary? How can we get a sense of what is good to put as a second choice, i.e., better chances? So, this is a great question. Some of our most competitive programs are like the Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience, where we're looking for a mid-90s competitive admission average. Now, if you are looking to be a nurse, like apply into a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, that program does have to be your number one. Additionally, other programs like Bachelor of Arts, some some majors like economics, law and society, political science, they are looking for about mid 70s. All of our programs, however, they are competitive. So in order to be a strong applicant, I would recommend aiming for a little bit higher than the competitive admission averages. And it also like depends on what your career path is. And yeah, if you have any further questions, like please feel free to reach out. All right, there's this one question from Dagor who asked, what are good undergraduate degrees to become a lawyer? So that's a great question. And in order to understand the graduate programs available, we have them on our website. So one of them is a JD, which is a Juris Doctor degree. And to be eligible for admission into this degree, you have to have at least an undergraduate degree. And I would either recommend like a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society, political science, or even psychology. And we do have a career wheel on our website. It's a great web page to use. It gives everyone like a list of all of our degrees that are offered and what kind of skills you're going to walk away with and what sample job titles you can have and what sample industries you can work in. And so, law and society, political sciences, they're going to be good resources for you to use. All right, so I have a question from Angela, and they asked, how much do extracurriculars matter for applications, and do they have to be related to our intended major? So this is another great question. The majority of our applications are just going to be evaluated based on grades. However, two programs like Bachelor of Health Science and Social Work. They are requesting supplemental applications. And this is going to look like 4 short essay questions to determine your fit for the program. So I would assume that you can elaborate on your extracurriculars for these 2 programs. But other than that, extracurriculars don't matter for 99% of our programs. If you have a specific program, though, that you want to double check, like feel free to put it back in the chat and then we'll let you know. So Anonymous asked, when is the nursing lottery and how many times do you do the lottery? So this is a great question. We will be running the lottery at least 4 times, depending on how much space we have left. We might do additional draws. I can't guarantee that though. So generally just going to be the four draws. So if you don't get in the first time after November 1st, then you have 3 other opportunities to get into the program. So Claire asked, is there any point in putting a degree with a higher competitive average as your second choice? I only really have one program I'm interested in, but the program I put as a backup would be harder to get into than my top choice. So I would recommend putting the degree with the higher admission requirements as your first choice. So say if you, um, except for nursing. So say if you want to do a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science where the degree requirements are only mid 70s, and then you want to do a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience as your second degree choice. If you don't get into political science, unfortunately, you're not going to get into neuroscience just because you're probably not going to meet the competitive average. So even if you still put your the higher course that meets the admission requirements as your first choice, you are still going to be considered for your second choice. And then once you get your decision, you can make up your mind. If you have any more questions on that, like again, feel free to put it in the chat. Hi, Angela. No, neuroscience does not have a supplementary application. Hi, Michaela. So for the nursing programs, the second, third, and fourth lotteries are determined about 30 days after certain document deadlines. So for instance, November 1st is going to be the first document deadline, and then 30 days after that. And 1 second here, I had it. I think the other one's going to be in like February, March, and then April. All right, so Abby Yan asked, what is a good path for being a doctor? So if you wanted to get your Doctor of Medicine, we do have that program here. And admission is very competitive into this program. And so during your bachelor's degree, during this education, you want to choose good programs that are going to prepare you well for the MCAT test. And so this is going to look like biology, psychology, chemistry, biology, all of the sciences. And so it doesn't exactly matter what undergraduate degree you take in order to be considered eligible for admission for the MD program, but you want to take maybe like a Bachelor of Health Sciences and Health and Society, even a Bachelor of Arts or Science in Psychology, Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences, something in the science area. However, it's also important to know that some students aren't going to get into the MD program right away. Like when they apply, some might take a little bit longer to apply. So when you're thinking about applying for an undergraduate degree, it's important to think about the kind of career path that you can take outside of being a doctor if you don't get into the MD program, because it is another program that you will have to apply for. So take courses that prepare you well for the MCAT, get a lot of good research opportunities, try and publish quite a few papers, and yeah. We do have an applicant manual on our website, actually. If you search UME applicant manual, that's going to come up and that's going to give you all of the details that you need to know in order to be considered eligible for admissions into the MD program. But if you have any questions on the admission requirements for the bachelor's degree, just please let us know. Right. All right, does anyone have any more questions? You and all right, so someone asked if there is a study abroad option for psychology and arts. I want to say yes, we have a ton of global learning opportunities. So I would recommend reaching out to somebody in global learning just to get which exact countries you're able to go to. Yes, but there is study abroad options. So Anonymous asked if there were any free waivers available for applications. At this time, we are only waiving application fees for students who identify or have documentation that they are an Indigenous person. Great questions, you guys. All right, I'll leave about 1 more minute for anyone who has any other questions, and then we'll break for the night. I'm just answering one more question, 1 second. All right, so I think that concludes the end of this webinar. Thank you so much for attending. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Generally, you can find us at alberta.recruiter at bc at ucalgary.ca. Um, So someone asked if the Schulich School of Engineering requires a supplementary application. No, the Schulich School of Engineering does not require a supplementary application. We are just looking at your grades for this for these programs. All right, well, thank you so much.